let's look at this. So I mentioned this to you guys before. They revealed the Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition. I think it looks pretty ass. And I'm excited for the game. I think Hogwarts Legacy looks pretty cool. But I'm going to be real. This Collector's Edition, I think, looks like ass. And let me know what you think, because maybe I'm wrong, but this is what they have shown off. And bear in mind, this is for like 3 Benjamins. I think it's like 350, I think is what it actually converts to. It's 300 or 350, but this is a very expensive collector's edition, okay?
Hey everyone, I'm Chandler Wood, Community Manager at Avalanche Software, and I am so excited to be able to finally show you something I know you've been waiting a long time for.
First impression, the box is actually quite small. I don't know if you guys have ordered a lot of collector's editions before, but can I get to one? Like, this is the statue that was in the Cyberpunk 2077 collector's edition. The box for this was like 3.5 feet tall by a foot by a foot. Like, it was a huge box because it had to fit this in with proper packaging. It had an art book. It had 2 steel books for the game, like tons of stuff. This thing is weirdly small for a collector's edition that costs about $350.
The Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition. We're gonna unbox everything in the Collector's Edition, but first, of course, it comes with the game, the Deluxe Edition of Hogwarts Legacy, which includes the Dark Arts Pack. The Dark Arts Pack includes a Dark Arts cosmetic set, which gives you...
Real quick, before anybody says anything stupid, it's going to be almost certainly a physical copy of the game if it's a console edition of the Collector's Edition. But if it's PC, it will be a digital code. I saw people on Twitter who were like, is this going to include a disc version for the PC version of the game? Because I don't have a disc drive anymore, and I don't want to have to buy one just for this. I'm like, guys, that just, like, it's adorable. You haven't bought collector's editions for PC games in like a while. Some companies don't even do collector's editions for PC. You have to buy them with a console version of the game. I've seen that with games before. So it just depends. But don't stress about it. You'll be able to play the game regardless.
You a Dark Arts inspired look for your character, the Thestral mount, which is the only way you can ride a Thestral in the game.
What I'm confused at, he said that you're getting that cosmetic, which he's already confirmed it's just cosmetic. Somebody asked him on Twitter, will it have like gameplay effects? And he said no. But the Thestral mount, he just said, is the only way that you can ride a Thestral is with this mount. So is that a gameplay breaking mechanic, or is it just a unique Thestral mount? Like, I'm not sure what that means.
The Dark Arts Battle Arena.
Dark Arts Battle Arena. Okay, so is that like early access, or is that going to be a DLC you've got to buy separately? You know, I want more clarity, because as of right now, we don't know what that really means.
Additional digital bonuses, you will get the Dark Arts Garrison hat, which is part of the Digital Deluxe Edition. You'll get 72 hours of early access, which means you'll beat your friends to the race by 3 days. And exclusive only to the Collector's Edition is an in-game Kelpie robe for your character. All right.
Which they confirmed the Kelpie robe is just cosmetic. It doesn't actually do anything, which I appreciate.
So finally, let's actually dive into this thing. First, you get this nice Collector's Edition box with some custom artwork.
I think we have different definitions of nice box.
First thing we've got in here is the steel case. This is the first time I'm seeing this, and it looks amazing.
I have a bunch of these from different collector's editions. They're literally just like a metal box. Like, a lot of games even just do digital copies, especially if it's a next-gen version. Because the PS5 has a digital version, so does the Xbox. They just give you a digital code. So you have a steel book to put on your shelf, but there's nothing in it.
I love the feel of a steel case. These just look good on your shelf. We've also got this ancient magic wand.
See how chunky it is?
Pretty good magic wand. I feel like I could cast a spell with this.
All right. What? Cut.
So quirky. So quirky. I saw somebody on Twitter, it was also funny, a total moron, who was like trying to bash them. He was like, you guys realize you released that thing with you guys like talking to the camera and you can hear the director in it. You didn't even cut that part out. What is wrong with you guys? I was like, dude. My problem is that it was scripted and it was cringe. Do you really think that they just forgot to cut that out? Like, how stupid are you? He's probably like 11 years old, but still.
There is some sort of book here. It's got a map of Hogwarts, the Black Lake, the Forbidden Forest, and Hogsmeade. There in the middle of the book. The cover.
Okay, so this I would assume is like indicative of what the map is going to be. Hogsmeade, the Dark Forest, of course, Hogwarts itself. So, okay.
The spine of the book has the ancient magic logo there, and this mysterious figure. It's very detailed. Got a lot of little elements, the torn pages and everything. The book does plug in, so we're gonna get some technical assistance now and see what.
It does kind of look like cake. You're not wrong. Like, it kind of looks like a big chunk of cake.
This thing does. There.
So they plugged it in, and I thought they set it up wrong. Look at this thing. It hovers like a centimeter above.
There is our floating ancient magic wand. So with a little help from the muggles
And
here,
it's not
we
even
have,
like centered.
a little bit of magic. This is
Like,
such
is
a
it?
cool piece, and I think I need to get one for myself.
It's like
I
off
may
center.
consider
It's like
this
hanging
myself
off of it.
because, this is just awesome.
I'm for tree fitty, guys. For tree fitty. I think that looks like it just looks stupid. I'm sorry. The big white cord as well really doesn't help it. Like, where I would put this, I would be shoving it like in the back, maybe back there. But with the wand sitting so close to the top of the book, like, you wouldn't be able to see. It would just look like the wand is sitting on the book. So there's no reason. And I think you probably could achieve this same thing with just regular non-powered magnets. So I don't know. Maybe what it is, it's not really clear if it's just because he touched it or what. But maybe what it does is it rotates the magnets inside the book so that it actually, like, spins.
I need this on my bookshelf. And that's the Hogwarts Legacy Collector's
See, I don't know if it's
Edition.
doing that
It is
because he
truly
like kind of
magical,
flicked it,
even if we
or if it's
use a
that
little
it
bit of science
actually
to make it that way.
rotates the magnet.
But it's really awesome to be able to present this to you guys finally. If you want to make sure you don't miss.
That's literally it. The stuff on the table is all that's in the collector's edition. Like, no cap. That's it. That's what's in the collector's edition. So just to, I mean, again, compare Cyberpunk 2077 collector's edition. I want to show you everything that was in that, because it was like way more impressive, and it also cost about $300. So like, look at this. This was the Cyberpunk 2077 collector's edition. We had the statue, a collector's edition box, and this thing alone was like something you could display. I ended up having to get rid of it because we were living in a small apartment, but like a box that was really high quality, looked like a shipping crate. It was cool. It came with postcards, a world compendium, the big statue I showed you. It came with stickers, with patches, a big fold-out map / poster of the game, sticker bomb sets. All of these, you can find these in the game, in the world. They're on like different clothes. You can find them on the motorcycles and stuff. It's kind of cool. Embroidered patches, a collectible steelbook, Quadro VTech metal keychain. I still have this on my keys today. Guide to Night City sealed in an evidence bag, like a cool little evidence bag. 2 metal pins. And then a hardcover art book from the development of the game that's like, do I have it down here? Oh yeah, I do. This. This thing. And it's got like a lot in it. Full art piece, like very high effort, hardcover. Really impressive, right? And it also digitally has the full score of the game. Source book, I don't remember what that is. A bunch of wallpapers for mobile and PC. Digital comics, art booklet, and of course a copy of the game. Like, not even close. And this is still Warner Brothers. It's the same guys. Like, what did they screw up? How did they screw up so badly? Like, there's no way to spin it other than that. I just think it looks like, yeah, this is the promotional picture. It does not float that high above. Sure don't. I just don't understand. It's just like a huge L. It like, compared to the other stuff that Warner Brothers has done, what happened? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like they said, oh, well, we're going to charge $100 for the digital deluxe edition. So that's $100 right there. They get 72 hours early access. Okay, boom. So right there, 3 days early access. That's worth probably $100. And then we can give these in-game cosmetics, which we'll charge $20 for. So there we're at $220. This thing is probably worth $50. So $270. Steel case, another $20. And then the really nice box with original art, that's probably worth some money. So really, they're saving money on this stuff compared to what we're giving them. Whoever was in charge of this needs to get fired. Like, this is horrible. like the best thing is just sitting here. This is it. Everything else is digital. That's it. But you know what? They're going to sell out. They're going to sell out of it. And they're going to sell out of it because there's a ton of people who are just accustomed to paying whatever it takes to get Harry Potter themed merch. So they'll buy it. I won't. I was buckled up. I was ready to see the reveal of the Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition. And I was like, yeah, I'd look forward to it. I was thinking maybe they do like an actual framed, welcome to Hogwarts admittance letter thing. And they would do all that. It could be super cool. But this is like not even bare minimum. This is just like they forgot to do it until last minute, and they're like, quick, hop on AliExpress and see how much we can get like a crappy book for that has a magnet in it with a really awkwardly huge white cable running off of it. It's insane. They'll be on eBay for double. Did you see how much the Last of Us Part 1 Firefly Edition was going for? $1,000 or more, no joke. That's insane. The thing with those eBay listings is that anybody can list anything for whatever price they want. Like that one kid who found like a super puffy Dorito and listed it for like $20,000 on eBay. You know, like you can list it for whatever you want. It's whether or not it's selling. That's why like StockX is probably the better place to check, because they'll actually show you what the most recent sales of that product have been, like what people are actually paying for. Yeah, sold listings filter, that way you can check it. But I've seen it with like, you know, some random scalped PS5 or piece of hardware, and they're like, I got it, and then I posted it to eBay, and other people were selling theirs for like $5,000, so I'm gonna charge $5,000. And it's like, no, nobody's paying $5,000. They're listing it for $5,000, but they're not getting $5,000. So I don't know. It's that whole thing is just a train wreck, though. Like, I love spending money on stupid things. Look behind me. I have massive Lego sets. Those are objectively useless, but I like them. I enjoy spending money on things that are like nice displays and look nice. This, even for me, is just ridiculous. This is just stupid. Like, there's no reason to buy this collector's edition. And if you're thinking, well, I just want the game 3 days early. For one, I can just say, just wait, like 3 days, you'll be okay. The other thing I can say is that probably the collector's edition is not the only version of the game that will have the 3-day early access. My guess would be that they bring that to the digital deluxe. So you just buy the digital deluxe for $100 and you'll get 3 days early access. Which even still, you probably shouldn't do. Because like, whenever you're about to do this, just think like a month down the road, what will I have wanted myself to do? Like, what will I be glad that I spent that $100? Like, would I rather have that $100 like in savings or in the stock market or something, pay down some debts? Would I rather do that, or would I rather have gotten to play a video game 3 days early? I think you should probably wait, but still. You're effectively paying $300 for 3 days early access, which they'll probably bring to other editions. So in reality, you're paying $300 for a cardboard box and then a floating wand that sits about a centimeter above the book. Which from a distance, you can't even tell that it's a Harry Potter themed book. You know? It's insane.